Hey, what's up guys? It's Marks here, and today we're diving into a hot topic that's sure to stir up some debate. We're talking about finding the phone for all you aspiring creators out there, but without breaking the bank. Finding that balance between price and performance can be tough, especially with so many phones vying for your attention. But don't worry, we're gonna break down 18 of the best budget Android smartphones for content creators, all under 40,000 rupees. From camera powerhouses to performance beasts, we're covering it all. So buckle up, smash that like button, and let's get into it. First up, we have the Samsung Galaxy M32. This phone has been making some noise lately with people calling it the best budget phone for content creators. And you know what? It's got some serious specs on paper. A massive 6000 mAh battery, a 90Hz AMOLED display, and a quad camera system with a 64MP main sensor. But the question is, does it live up to the hype in real-world use? We're talking about actual content creation here. How does that camera perform in different lighting conditions? Does that 90Hz refresh rate make a real difference when you're editing videos on the go? And can that massive battery actually keep up with your demanding workflow? These are the questions we're going to answer. We'll dive deep into the M32's camera performance, its editing capabilities, and of course, its battery life. Stick around to see if it lives up to its reputation, or if it's just another case of hype over substance. Next up, we're taking a look at the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro. This phone has gained a massive following for its impressive camera setup, boasting a 108MP main sensor that's hard to ignore. But is it all just megapixel marketing? Or does the Redmi Note 10 Pro truly deliver on its promise of exceptional photography? We'll be putting its camera through its paces, testing its low-light performance, portrait mode, and video capabilities. But a good camera phone for content creation needs more than just megapixels. We'll also be looking at its processing power, battery life, and overall user experience to see if it can handle the demands of content creators. Is the Redmi Note 10 Pro the real deal, or is it all just hype? Stick around to find out. The Realme 8 Pro is a phone that turns heads with its design, but some say it borrows a little too heavily from the competition. But hey, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, right? The real question is, can the Realme 8 Pro stand on its own merits as a content creation tool? It's rocking a 108MP quad camera system, a Super AMOLED display, and 50W fast charging, all impressive specs for a phone in this price range. We'll be putting those features to the test, seeing how well the camera performs in various situations, how smooth the display is for editing, and how convenient that fast charging is for on-the-go creators. So, is the Realme 8 Pro just a pretty face, or does it have the substance to back it up? Let's find out. The Poco X3 Pro. This phone has been making waves in the tech community, with many calling it a performance beast for its price. And it's not hard to see why, packing a powerful Snapdragon 860 processor, a 120Hz refresh rate display, and a massive 5160 mAh battery. But the real question is, does it live up to the hype for content creators? Sure, it's got the power, but how does that translate to real-world performance when you're editing videos, multitasking between apps, and pushing the phone to its limits? We'll be putting the Poco X3 Pro through a rigorous testing process, running benchmark tests, editing videos, and seeing how long that battery can last under heavy use. Is this the budget content creation champion we've been waiting for? Let's find out. The Vivo Phi-21 is known for its impressive selfie camera, but is that all it's good for? We're diving deep into this phone to see if it has what it takes to be a content creator's best friend. Sure, that 44-megapixel front-facing camera with OIS is impressive for vlogging and capturing those picture-perfect moments. But what about everything else? We're talking about the rear camera performance, the processing power for editing, and the overall user experience. Can the Vivo V21 break free from its selfie-centric reputation and prove itself as a true content creation tool? Let's find out. The Oppo F19 Pro Plus is a phone that claims to be a game-changer. But are we really looking at a revolution in the budget phone market? It boasts some impressive specs, including a 5G-ready MediaTek Dimensity 800U processor, a 64-megapixel quad camera system, and 50-watt fast charging. But do these features translate into a truly exceptional experience for content creators? We'll be putting its camera to the test, evaluating its performance for editing and multitasking, and seeing how well that 5G connectivity holds up in the real world. So is the Oppo F19 Pro Plus truly a game-changer? Or is it just another phone trying to stand out from the crowd? Let's find out. The Moto G60 is here and it's bringing that clean stock Android experience that many users love. But is a smooth and bloatware-free interface enough to satisfy the needs of content creators? We'll be exploring the Moto G60's capabilities, focusing on its 108-megapixel triple camera system, its large 6.8-inch display with a 120Hz refresh rate, and its Snapdragon 732G processor. Can this phone handle the demands of video editing, photo processing, and social media management? We'll find out if the Moto G60 is a hidden gem for content creators, or if it's better suited for users who prioritize a clean and simple Android experience. The Samsung Galaxy A32, another solid contender in the budget phone arena, but with so many options out there, is this one really worth your hard-earned cash? It's got a Super AMOLED display, a quad-camera setup, and a 5,000 mAh battery. But we all know specs only tell part of the story. We're going to dig deeper and see how the A32 performs in real-world scenarios. How's the camera quality for photos and videos? Does the display hold up during long editing sessions? And can that battery keep up with your demanding creative workflow? We'll break it all down, comparing it to other phones in its price range, and seeing if the Samsung Galaxy A32 is a worthy investment for content creators. The Xiaomi Mi 11 Lite is undeniably a looker. It's slim, it's sleek, and it definitely turns heads. But in the world of content creation, looks aren't everything. So, does the Mi 11 Lite have the performance to match its stylish design? We're talking about its camera capabilities, its processing power for handling demanding apps, and its battery life for those long days of shooting and editing. Can this phone keep up with your creative vision, or is it all style and no substance? We'll put the Xiaomi Mi 11 Lite through its paces, testing its limits and seeing if it's a worthy companion for content creators on the go. Realme Narzo 30 Pro budget beast, or overhyped? The Realme Narzo 30 Pro is a phone that's been making headlines for its impressive specs at an affordable price. But let's be real, we've all been burned by hype before. So, is the Narzo 30 Pro truly a budget beast, or is it another case of overpromising and under-delivering? We're talking about its MediaTek Dimensity 800U processor, its 120Hz refresh rate display, and its 48MP triple camera system. Can these features truly deliver a flagship-level experience for content creators on a budget? We'll put the Narzo 30 Pro to the test, pushing it to its limits and seeing if it can handle the demands of content creation without breaking a sweat. Poco M3 Pro cutting corners or cutting costs. The Poco M3 Pro. It's incredibly affordable, there's no denying that, but we all know that sometimes you get what you pay for. So, the big question is, did Poco cut too many corners to reach that attractive price point, or is this phone a hidden gem for budget-conscious creators? We're talking about its MediaTek Dimensity 700 processor, its 90Hz refresh rate display, and its 48MP triple camera system. Can these specs deliver a smooth and enjoyable content creation experience, or will you be left wanting more? We're going to dive deep into the Poco M3 Pro, exploring its strengths and weaknesses to see if it's the right choice for you. Vivo Y73, hidden gem or just another phone? The Vivo Y73. It might not be the first phone that comes to mind when you think content creation, but don't let that fool you. This phone has some tricks up its sleeve. We're talking about its AMOLED display, its 64MP triple camera system, and its sleek design. But the real question is, can it compete with the heavy hitters in this price range? We'll be putting its camera through its paces, testing its performance for editing and multitasking, and seeing if its battery life can keep up with your creative flow. Is the Vivo Y73 a hidden gem waiting to be discovered, or is it just another phone lost in the sea of options? The Oppo A74 5G. In a world that's quickly adopting 5G, this phone promises to keep you connected at lightning-fast speeds without breaking the bank. But is 5G connectivity enough to make it a worthy companion for content creators? We're going beyond the hype and taking a hard look at its camera performance, its processing power for editing and multitasking, and its battery life for those long days of shooting and uploading content. Is the Oppo A74 5G the future of budget content creation, or are there better options available? The Samsung Galaxy F41. With so many phones in Samsung's lineup, it can be hard to keep track of what each one brings to the table. So, does the F41 stand out from the crowd, or is it just another phone trying to grab your attention? We're focusing on its Super AMOLED display, its 64-megapixel triple camera system, and its massive 6,000 mAh battery. Can these features deliver a compelling experience for content creators, or will you be left wanting more? We'll compare it to other phones in its price range and see if the Samsung Galaxy F41 is worth your consideration. The Redmi Note 9 Pro Max. It was a fan favorite when it launched, but in the fast-paced world of smartphones, is it still a contender? We're revisiting this popular phone to see if it can still hold its own against newer releases. We're talking about its Snapdragon 720G processor, its 64-megapixel quad camera system, and its large 5020 mAh battery. Can these specs still deliver a smooth and enjoyable content creation experience in today's demanding world? We'll find out if the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max is a timeless classic, or if it's time to move on to something newer. Realme 7 Pro worth the hype or overrated? The Realme 7 Pro. It's a phone that generated a lot of buzz when it hit the market, but does it live up to the hype, or is it just another case of clever marketing? We're cutting through the noise and giving you our honest opinion. We're taking a close look at its Super AMOLED display with a 60Hz refresh rate, its 64-megapixel quad camera system, and its blazing fast, 65-watt Super Dart charge technology. Can this phone handle the demands of content creation, or will you be left wanting more? We'll compare it to other phones in its price range, and see if the Realme 7 Pro is a worthy investment for your content creation journey. Motorola One Fusion Plus. Hidden gem or overlooked? The Motorola One Fusion Plus. It might not be the first phone that comes to mind in this crowded market, but does that mean it should be overlooked? We're shining a light on this often forgotten phone to see if it has what it takes to impress content creators. We're talking about its Snapdragon 730G processor, its pop-up selfie camera, and its large 5000 mAh battery. Can this phone deliver a smooth and enjoyable content creation experience, or will you be left wanting more? We're diving deep into the Motorola One Fusion Plus, exploring its strengths and weaknesses to see if it deserves a place in your pocket. Oppo Reno 5 Pro Ultimate Budget Phone for Creators? Finally, we've arrived at the Oppo Reno 5 Pro. This phone has been turning heads with its sleek design and impressive specs, but the big question is it the ultimate budget phone for content creators? We're talking about its MediaTek Dimensity 1000 Plus processor, its 64-megapixel quad camera system with impressive video capabilities, and its 65-watt SuperVOOC 2.0 fast charging. Can this phone truly deliver a flagship-level experience at a fraction of the cost? We'll put the Oppo Reno 5 Pro through its paces, pushing it to its limits and seeing if it can handle the demands of even the most discerning content creators. The verdict: which phone reigns supreme? So there you have it, 18 affordable Android smartphones for content creators under $40,000. We've covered a lot of ground, from camera performance to processing power, battery life, and everything in between. It's been a tough competition, with each phone bringing its own strengths and weaknesses to the table. But ultimately, the best phone for you depends on your individual needs and priorities. What matters most to you? Camera quality, performance, battery life? Let me know in the comments below which phone you think reigns supreme and why. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tech content. Until next time, peace.